Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning. Coming at you live from the airport. Can you dig it, man? Wanted to leave y'all this message before I get on this flight. Now, we're going to talk about this voting today, how important this voting is. Now, as we see, guys, I'm not going to tell nobody who to vote for. I'm not going to say that. But I will tell you this, guys, this voting period will be one of the most crucial voting periods in history, especially for you people of color, us people of color. So I'm going to be straight up, just like I always do on my page. I'm going to be very straight up with you. If you are a woman, because I felt this way about Hillary Clinton too. If you are a woman, if you are a person of color, if you are part of the rainbow community, if you are just any person of color, immigrant, you owe it to yourself to vote for Mrs. Harris. Straight up and down, no chaser. See, this country's already divided. This world is already divided as it is. And see, some of y'all so slow, man, y'all actually believe everything that you see on TV. Can you dig what I'm saying? Y'all actually believe everything that these people tell y'all. So see, I'm not going to tell you, don't vote for Donald Trump and all that. I have nothing against the man because I don't know the man and neither do none of y'all. I don't know Mrs. Harris and neither do none of y'all. But some things are just principle. I think it's time for us to have a woman president. I think we should have had a woman president when Hillary Clinton ran for office. See, if the advantage is to having a woman president, and some of y'all men, y'all gonna be a little bit ass hurt behind this. First of all, this should be a woman president for a whole lot of reasons. Women are smarter than men anyway, hands down. So if y'all men ain't figured that part out yet, hey man, maybe I need to come get some counseling sessions from me. Now, number two, you have a woman in office. A woman is not going to be having a pissing contest, a testosterone contest or a penis measuring contest with other men because of their ego. That's why it should be a woman president. You understand what I'm saying? We need a woman president because, see, what we about to turn this country into, well, for those of y'all who are like these, that like Trump and all that stuff, because like I said, I have nothing against the man. I don't know him. But all you have to do is have a little bit of understanding. But a lot of you guys have limited understanding. You understand what I'm saying? See, it's a lot of y'all that think that Donald Trump gave you a stimulus check. Guess what? Donald Trump ain't gave y'all a goddamn thing. He ain't gave you nothing. He put his name on it. That money was that you were entitled to that money. Do you dig what I'm saying? So now when we talk about age, how this man's on the stage talking about somebody's old. Now who's the old one? I think the man has dementia, and we all know that that shooting, man, that was staged. Because he got hit with a piece of glass. Because anybody who knows anything, if you got hit on your ear with a .223 round from that distance, it would tear your entire ear off. It wouldn't just nick you. That was some glass. That man did not get hit with no bullet. He got a fragment, but a lot of y'all are eating that up. But back to what I said. Y'all need to be out here voting for Miss Harris, man. I'm campaigning like a mug out here. Use your head, man. Use your head. Stop looking at the names and look at what's on paper. You're gonna put this 34 convicted time felon in office, and you got a nice black woman over here, man, educated, ready to do the right thing for everybody. See, the president is everybody's president, not just the people that vote for them. And some of y'all ain't gonna like this. Some of y'all black folks ain't gonna like it. And personally, I don't give a fuck. Y'all already know how I feel about it. I'm gonna always speak my mind. Because, hey, man, that man ain't got nothing for you. He don't even like white folks. He just like people that could put him in position. Can you dig it? But y'all need to be putting Mrs. Harris in position. Because not only did she earn that, but it's time. But I believe by the grace of God, because God don't like ugly and he ain't too fond of pretty. I believe that God will see to it that Mrs. Harris becomes the first woman president, and being a black one, and I'm gonna live to see it. First black president, Obama, and first woman president being black. That's history around this joint. And for those of y'all youngsters out there, for all of y'all youngsters out there that want to sit y'all ass up on Facebook each and every day, y'all want to sit up here and play these video games and don't know shit about voting, and y'all talk about, oh, my vote doesn't count, I don't vote. Hey man, Y'all need to go back, man. Somebody need to take their hand and go slap y'all parents, because that means your parents ain't raised you right, and they parents ain't raised them right, because your voting is important. And if you are a person of color, especially a woman, you should already know the things that you had to go through, that your forefathers had to go through to vote. So if you didn't know, let me break some of the things down to you. There was a time when to vote as a black person, you would walk up to vote and they would have a jar of jelly beans. And if you didn't know how many jelly beans were in that jar, you couldn't vote. There was a time that when it came time to vote, if you were a person of color, if you could not read or write, you could not vote. There was a time, see, and it still go on, because I'm sitting in the South as we speak. I'm sitting in the South. There was a time where you as a black person, see, you lived on the white man's land, and you wasn't allowed to go vote, because if you did go vote, he would kick you up off his property, and you and your family had to go find somewhere to stay. That's why it's so important, man, why I preach ownership around here and have your own stuff. There was a time that you as a black person, they was hanging you if you went to go vote, or trying to go vote, and disappearing people around here. So, man, you as a young person of color, you as young men, y'all need to get y'all ass up, man. Get woke, get some wisdom about you, and get your ass up and go vote and do the right thing, unless y'all want to be into a dictatorship. And if you don't know what that is, hey, inbox me and I'll tell you. If you want to be a dictatorship, that's basically you got a new mom and daddy telling you what to do, when you could do it, and how you want to do it, and you ain't got nothing to say about it. So if you don't know what the difference between a dictatorship and a democracy is, you should never be on social media to begin with. I will be dropping these messages each and every day, multiple messages a day. Don't care how nobody gonna take it. Hey, man, voting is important, and this right here is the most important election of all time. Do your own research. Stop listening to what everybody tell you. Read your own books. Oh, I forgot, some of y'all can't read. Some of y'all don't know your history. Do your own research. Figure out why it is the right reason for you. Not because I say so, because Coach One Stack ain't never told y'all nothing wrong. But other than that, man, y'all have a beautiful day, man. I got to catch this flight. Church.